Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask, can I?
Hey, could count on my power, hey, look at my dogs. It was way back then, you could claim what you saw, but you weren't with us. The higher the climb, the harder the fall, but how did you get up? I done got rich and went broke, then got rich again, just a little hiccup. I done been ballin' this pickup. Remember me being so bummy and being so hungry, I had to eat gristle. Hey, how did you let it go, miss?
Tonight, from TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville, Florida, it's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Robbie Gould to kick off for San Francisco.
Both of these teams about to reach the halfway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Now Minshew on 1st and 10. To the left side here for Eifert. The game's first play produces 6 yards. Brings up 2nd down.
Tyler Eifert. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 29-yard line.
On the ground, this is Lamar Miller. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
Lamar Miller.
7 yards there and a 1st down.
Jaguars. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
They'll run with Miller. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
The tackle made it.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Lamar Miller on the carry.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Minshew throwing on 3rd down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they stop him up short of the 1st down as they get him at about the 43. It's a gain of 9, but it's also going to mean a punt here on their opening drive.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Room here to run. And nothing but daylight ahead. The 20, 10, touchdown, 49ers.
San Francisco.
A great effort there. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Niners have taken the early lead. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, that's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
Footing likely going to be an issue all night here on a rainy night, but this one is good.
Niners 7, Jaguars nothing. Robbie Gould to kick off for San Francisco.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards.
21-yard line.
So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the 2nd time here in this game. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win 1st down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on 1st down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating 1st first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. Out of the gun is Minshew. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
Westbrook.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful. But don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
And that will be incomplete.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
It'll be a 45-yard punt and couple that with a loss on the return. And the Niners will go on offense 1st and 10. Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their second drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now a give right side. It's Williamson. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd and 11 now. Rosen, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Tech McKinley made his way into the backfield.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long. Why are you calling play action?
Because they're not going to fight defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play action sack.
At their own 21-yard.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now.
60 Pittsburgh. I know he ain't got it. 56 to Mike. 56 to Mike.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And nice yardage right off the bat here as he's up to about the 24-yard line. And the tackle there by Quan Alexander.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Minshew. And incomplete. He tried to leave it underneath. Nearly got picked. They may be lucky to have that one back. 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 6 yards to go.
From the gun, Minshew to throw. And he's got his man in stride. Complete. And he is going to have a Jags 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give them 25 yards.
Big stop, big stop, let's go. Mike 56, Mike 56.
A 1st down carry now for Miller. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Now it's Miller. And look at this. For the 2nd straight play, the 49er defense drops him for a loss. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5. At the 49ers.
Here's Minshew. Now Minshew has it knocked out. Fumble. But it looked like a Jaguar was able to cover this thing, and so Jacksonville will keep control. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Niners 7. Jaguars nothing.
The good news, they kept the ball. Bad news, it's 3rd and long. Minshew sets to throw. And a throw there going to be incomplete. So 2 third-down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a third, and now they deal with 4th down. So a couple of first downs on this drive, but it's looking like another empty possession.
And those empty possessions are certainly starting to pile up. So the adjustments that teams talk about all the time have to be taking place. They've got to analyze what's breaking down and figure a way to fix it.
So here are the Niners to take over on offense. They've got the lead right now, and remember, they are riding that very impressive 7-game winning streak, trying to push it to 8. Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one goes for 24 yards.
First down.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Big gains in succession. Last one was over 20. This one over 30.
I think this defense was still trying to recover from that last play, so you wonder if they were ready for this one. You have to imagine their defensive coaches are yelling at them to get focused, because if they don't, more plays like that will result in giving up points.
Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. Here's Raheem Mostert, the local product from right here in Florida. And let me tell you, that wasn't as easy as it looked. Dancing away and moving forward for 6 yards. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Second and 4.
Now Mostert. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
They'll try and run here with Mostert. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave him with some options here on 4th and inches. They'll try and throw for it with Rosen. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Deebo Samuel, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. He took a pretty big risk right there, going for it on 4th down. But, hey, not only did they get the first down, forget about that, they got in the end zone.
Yeah, because normally you're just thinking, can I get enough yardage to get it past the sticks and pick up a first down? Instead, they go for the end zone and get it done with no margin for error. Remember, 4th down, they went for it.
To kick off for San Francisco.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And this carries into the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25.
And a look now at Lamar Miller. They haven't been able to get him on track. They haven't been able to get this offense on track. No points so far.
Maybe it's time to start doing a few different things. Throwing the ball a little bit. Maybe featuring other people touching it for a while. And then you got a chance to come back to him when things have changed a little bit. They have to make an adjustment.
Still time for him here as we sit in the second quarter. They'll go play action here with Minshew. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Javon Kinlaw, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. And that is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
This offense has definitely been slow getting out of the gate. It's almost like they missed their wake-up call for this one. No points on their first 2 possessions, and now it's looking like none on this one either.
40 yards on the punt, 2 on the return, and possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Deebo Samuel and the 49ers back in possession here. It's really been a blistering start to the season for him so far. He's on pace to blow past 1,000 yards. The good receivers, it's interesting, though. You put extra coverage on them, they probably view that as a challenge or an op. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, 49ers. Raheem Mostert with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the 49ers add on to their lead. So much talk this week on the other side about slowing him down coming off that great performance, NFC Offensive Player of the Week last week. But long touchdown run there, nobody was stopping him.
Yeah, good luck for that because that was an explosive run. You know, in the NFL, they describe that as any run over 10 yards. Some teams say 15. He went over 20-plus on that one.
And it is now 21-0.
His kick is good.
So they hit pay dirt on just one play. The long run, the scamper, and a very nice scamper into the end zone for the touchdown. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Jaguars offense now heads back onto the field. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Now Minshew throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. His big tight end, Tyler Eifert, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Looking to throw it. Minshew. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st. The Jags with their first opportunity in the red zone. 1st and 10 at the 19.
Well, that certainly has to feel good, and it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. 2nd and 4. Again, Minshew looking to throw. They'll find Miller. That's complete. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Now let's check on the call. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
It'll be Minshew again. Dumps it complete to Miller. He takes this to the 15. A flashy juke. That got him a couple extra yards. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Again, he'll drop to throw. Setting up the screen for Miller. And he'll only get this to the 14 as he'll come up well short of the first down. Now a timeout called for by the defense as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
On for the field goal. A 31-yard attempt.
The kick by Lambeau is good. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
And with a marker down, he's up just past the 25-yard line, but I think they're going to be going backwards. Let's check the call. Yeah, this is going to put them back with a not great field position.
So they really got zero benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Give him 30 yards there.
Well, you don't have to be a genius to watch this game and figure out they've had plenty of success moving the football here in the first half. We've seen exhibits A, B, C, and right on down the line, haven't we?
Yeah, we just saw exhibit Z right there. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. He'll buy some time right. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Rosen to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
On the deep ball. Brings up 4th down.
And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. They'll try it now with Mostert. And this winds up a disaster, nowhere near the marker. We have hit. Well, I know we hold off on the halftime update after all. Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the second half in Week 8 in the NFL.
Kickoff for Jacksonville.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this 3rd quarter. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game. And sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. They'll run on 1st down. It's Williamson. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Behind the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd and 12, Rosen. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun, it's Rosen. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There's pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Here we go on fourth down with Rosen. Open man is Kendrick Bourne. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Brandon Ayuk, the one he was looking for. And it'll bring up third down. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the first down. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be fourth down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Fourth down, here's Rosen. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked by Jared Wilson, and he'll bring this one back to the 29. There was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Minshew and the Jags now with a 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. They'll start out on the ground. It's Lamar Miller. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one, and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Minshew to the left side here for Eifert. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 7 yards there and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
10th carry now for Lamar Miller. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
56, the mark, boys. 56. Check, 56. Go.
On 2nd and 12, Minshew. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
56, Mike, 56.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Short pass, Eifert on the receiving end. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. And he gets it to the 32, good enough for a first down. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid fourth down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. Throwing on first down is Minshew. That one complete. He finds Shark. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
56 is Mike. 56 is Mike.
Looking to throw again on second down. Minshew. Looking left side. He's got it. Complete. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
They push forward, but I don't think it's enough. He's going to be about a yard short.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
And Lambo will put this one through. And that'll get the deficit down to 15. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, Parker, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. Williamson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll give him a fresh set of downs. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much for the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Yeah, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, if they want to ride him down the stretch, he should have fresh legs.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Darren Waller, the intended receiver, but it's going to be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Now Rosen. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Darren Waller, the intended receiver, but now it's third down. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. Minshew going to lead up the Jaguars 1st and 10 at their own 13. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Akello Witherspoon on the coverage.
Ready? 18 Gator. Let's get that ball here. Let's get that ball right here. Mike 56. Mike 56. Gotcha.
He's going to loft this one deep left sideline. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think the part of their plan was to hit them over the top of the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
The Jaguars on third down. They're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. This is 3rd and 10. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a first down.
Really? Really? Did we just see that? That's a big catch. One-handed, I might add, to pick up a first down.
I was going to say on third down for the defense, It's one thing to give up a reception. You just got to shake your head on a one-handed catch to pick up the first.
4 yards.
Fourth quarter, every drive's so critical, and you figure they only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
To throw again on second down. Minshew, and this one into the hands of DJ Shark. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
10 at the 46-yard line.
56, Mike, 56, right there.
Out of the gun is Minshew. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Akella Witherspoon. Past the 20.
I need to get my swag
and
right there.
into the end zone. A pick six for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Gold to add the extra point. He's got it, and the lead swells. It's 28-6. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone, and he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
At their own 25.
Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a fourth straight loss. After the pick six, they go right back to the air. He completes this into the hands of Miller. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
2nd and 6 at the 29-yard line.
From the gun, Minshew to throw. On the right side, this is Miller.
Minshew's pass complete to Lamar Miller.
They couldn't get anything going there out on the right side of the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
Minshew throwing on third down. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Javon Kinlaw make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Another solid game-changing play for this defense for the interception. At this point, though, I don't know that it's game-changing. I mean, they've got this one in firm control.
And you always hear about, you know, those stories about someone left their game plan behind and maybe you benefit from it. I'm not going to say that that happened, but they certainly have appeared on defense to be a step ahead this entire game. Guys are always in the right spot in order to make a play.
The offense has had its moments, too.
A gain of 18.
We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that would look like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Good gain there on first down. It keeps them in a running situation, probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front. Good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. Flush to his right. He rifles one that's intercepted. Desmond King picks it. A big seam, and he might go all the way. 20, 10, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Desmond King.
This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell, just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
And unable to connect. They don't get the two-point conversion here.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Well, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. He lost 6 there on the first down play. 2nd and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. And some room to maneuver. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Williamson. Look at this. Middle of the field. A breakaway. Touchdown. 49ers. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the forced fumble defensively leads to 6 points for the Niners. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that's leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and that pushes the lead up to 23. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. And we focus on Lamar Miller as he heads back out there and gets set to go again on offense. After some early struggles running the ball, they've really picked it up. Early it just seemed like there were no holes there. Now all of a sudden the holes seem to be there. I don't know if that's just my imagination.
And give them credit that they kept their confidence because sometimes when you get stuffed big in the running game early, especially for an entire half, it really makes you retreat a little bit, but not this group. They always have the confidence that they just got their assignments down, they get in sync with their runners, and off they went.
Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
56 to Mike. 56 to Mike. Hey, tight. Mike 56.
Here's Minshew. To the right side, complete to Miller. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Complete.
Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Minshew sets to throw. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Again, Minshew looking to throw. Caught, Eifert over the middle. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
Jacksonville, 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Minshew, 1st and 10. Dumps it complete to Miller. He takes it to the 15. A nice display of power. And it gives him a nice pickup. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock.
70, Indy.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Minshew. They'll find Miller. That's complete. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
At the 11-yard line.
It'll be Minshew again. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. They'll bring out 4 receivers. 3 of them being sent to the left, 1 to the right, 2nd and 4. And he is going to go down back at the 11-yard line. Nick Bosa able to record his 5th sack of the season. So the victory here for San Francisco, and really it looked at times like they just had this one in cruise control out there.
Yeah, they deserve a ton of credit because you and I both know, heck, they knew. This is a tough place to play. Overcame that with ease, robbed home with an easy win. And here's the best part for them. It'd be easy to get to the airport because the crowd left pretty early in this one, didn't it?
Well, plus they have a police escort.
Okay, you had to spoil that part of it. Of course, they're going to get there. But think about how wide open things are now because this crowd didn't expect this.
No.
So they went back to the tailgate and said, let's go eat. This one isn't any fun for us.
Yeah, they took the drama out of this one pretty early on. So for San Francisco, they continue to cruise through this first half of the schedule as they move to 8-0 now on the campaign. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Jacksonville, things are definitely going south quickly as they fall now to 1-6. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Tennessee Titans.